Well, how did he ask it?
Shane, if you're watching this right now, I can't do that. I can't. He did say, "Can you watch my gremlin?"
Okay,
He did
that's
say, so it's like, it's
That's
cute.
cute.
It's
It's
cute.
cute when somebody refers to their own kid as a gremlin, but you cannot refer to somebody's kid as a gremlin.
You can't. That's
Here's something.
okay.
Here's something really quick, folks. Welcome to the Brew with Brotherwife.
Welcome to the Brew with Brotherwife.
We're a band that's also a game show.
That happens to be a podcast.
And we're trying to bring a little bit of our life into your world.
Did you know it's the beginning of your week right now? I don't care what schedule you've got. Monday is the spiritual beginning of the week.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm on a Tuesday through Saturday now, but Monday is the start of the week.
It's the spiritual start of the week.
It's the spiritual start
And
of the
that's
week.
kind of nice for you because you get to end the week with a day off and you get to start the week with a day off.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
That's
a Tuesday through Saturday is honestly a god tier shift.
It's pretty red pill. It's pretty based.
Because Saturdays, everybody kind of forgives you if you're slow on a Saturday.
They do.
You're like,
don't they?
sorry, it's Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, God, it feels
Absolutely.
good working Saturdays. How are you guys doing? How are you guys
doing good? I have a feeling they're doing pretty good,
I
Jeff.
think it's good. This is a nice a sunny summer Monday. We only get so many of these sunny summer Mondays.
Sunny Sundays.
Sunny summers.
Sundays.
We're just happy to spend them with you.
God damn, are we?
Goodness.
Gosh, gee.
Gosh, gee.
Check out the YouTube's not going to punish me too much for.
I wasn't saying
for
anything.
Goddamn, you weren't.
Why are you? All right. Let's take it a step back.
Okay.
Let's take it a step back. We're gonna center ourselves, guys.
I just saw the Impala. It's impossible to center myself if he's...
Okay. Well, for the folks that don't know, we have an evil Impala that Tyler got at a punk rock flea market.
Punk rock flea market.
I initially did not like the Impala. I've come around to it, but it definitely is a talisman of Tyler's internal evil.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, that is, like, the worst part of you just tangibly affixed
Well,
to
but the
your wall.
nice thing about it
Spiritual.
is that the
Spiritual
worst part
and
of me
tangible.
is also the best part of me, and that comes out in the Impala. Because
Sure.
there are angles when you look at the Impala where it is beneficent.
Is beneficent?
Beneficent, wise,
Okay,
and powerful.
but then now there's some where you look at it and it's maleficent.
Maleficent,
Evil
and
powerful.
fucked. And powerful. Yeah. And that's my struggle.
Right.
Coming to terms with my inner power slash.
Either way, he's just so powerful.
I'm so powerful.
God, he's so powerful.
What is that? I did so
Wearing the
good.
same shirt as last time?
I'm wearing the same shirt as last time.
God damn.
Yeah, I
He
like
doesn't
this
even
shirt.
care.
I don't give a fuck.
He doesn't even care. Is it?
Whew.
You haven't cleaned it.
I haven't cleaned it, but I haven't worn it the whole time.
Okay. Half of the time you had your shirt off, exposing your PLMs. Pathetic little nipples.
Pathetic little nipples. Welcome to the PLM show, guys.
Oh my gosh. All right,
If
folks.
you're there, Bika.
If you're there, Bika.
It's 9:30. I'll probably
shield your
make it.
eyes.
Shield your eyes. I'll probably make it through this one. I'll probably make it through this
You
one
think
without
so?
having to take my shirt off. It's only 9:30.
I highly doubt that.
I highly doubt
The Shanko.
The Shanko.
One of the things we do here on the Brew with Brotherwife is we read horrific news stories. The news
love it.
was a little dry today. We had a whole internal conflict. Do we read the news? Do we not read the news? Should we do something else?
I was talking about maybe doing an Am I the Asshole where we debate who the asshole
We
is.
could do that.
It kind of be
it's
fun.
me.
It's but it would be fun if we had to pick without reading into it at all. We had to pick sides and then defend it no matter what.
Sure.
That could be interesting. It could also be long-winded.
Well,
and
here we go.
horrific.
Let's do this one right here.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for how I reacted to my boyfriend not letting... Oh, it already says not the asshole. We need ones that... Listen, can we come back to this?
Yeah. Let's get our Mojo Flojo going
Let's
first.
get the Mojo Flojo going.
Let's get our
and then
Mojo
we'll come
Flojo
back.
going first.
Folks, if you want to hear an Am I the Asshole, comment below and we'll do it for you. If you want to hear anything, comment below and we'll do it for you.
Literally anything. Yeah.
This is not a one-way street. It's a two-way street.
There's like 4 things we won't do.
You're Billy Joel.
We can't do, unless we have somebody to blur the genitals, we can't do genitals.
We will try to do genitals in a
But we'll
tasteful
blur
way.
it. We'll try to do genitals, but we'll blur it or do it in a very tasteful way so that you can't tell. Number 2, we can't do racial slurs.
We'll try and do some racial slurs covertly.
That's a
They're
choice
not going to
that
be
we made.
you filling. It's like a Mad Lib.
Yeah.
You fill in the blank. We're not going to
fill
say
in the
anything racist.
You know what?
You're doing racist stuff. We are facilitating your thoughts.
We can't punch down enough. We can't punch down enough. We were going to punch down as much as possible. No, we can't punch down.
I was doing the
Enough.
All right.
We're scripting.
Okay,
We're scripting the news. Welcome to Scripps News, folks.
Backup driver in self-driving Uber that killed woman pleads guilty. I didn't even know there were self-driving Ubers. Tell you what.
Okay, backup driver. Does that mean that
There's a self-driving Uber that has
she
a
was
backup
the backup driver?
Yeah, that's a pretty cushy job.
It is a pretty cushy job until you kill a woman and have to plead guilty, even though it was your fucking Uber that did it.
God damn. Is this the woman or is this the car she was driving? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks.
We can't punch down enough!
Rafaela Vasquez was sentenced to 3 years of supervised probation for the crash that killed a woman as she was crossing a road with her bike. That's one of my biggest fears, folks. One of my biggest fears is striking a pedestrian.
You're gonna kill a biker? Well,
I think about it every single fucking time I drive.
You literally have both, though, because you also drive a bike, so your worst fear is killing a biker and being killed as a biker.
Yes,
You have a lot of bike woes.
I do have a lot
This
of bike
guy
woes.
fucking hit a curb going 30 miles an hour and shattered his fucking
my
collarbone.
collie. Yeah, it was not good.
How long ago was that? That was...
Almost like it's 10 months ago now.
10 months ago.
And let me tell you something. When you heal from a collarbone...
I can hear it crunching a bunch.
You're kind of like, okay, my collarbone be doing a little something. Okay. And then something weird happens, like, after you think you're healed, you start to unheal. You can, like, literally start to unheal. It's pretty fucking crazy. I have a weird thing that didn't used to feel this. It's a weird bump. That bump didn't used to be there. It's a skin bump. It's
is that a scar skin bump?
It's a scar skin bump that
Scar
did not
skin
used
bump.
to be there. Yeah.
Scar skin bump that developed later
That developed like 3 weeks ago.
I've got
some skin bumps?
I mean, it's just a bumpy mess. It's just like chunky.
Did we ever tell the good
lumps.
folks at home what happened here to you?
Here,
let's scar stories.
Scar stories. Oh wait, we're behind the brew. This brew logo is a risky
Here,
business.
can we get scar stories?
Scar stories with
Brotherwife. All right, you go first.
Okay, so there was a dame in distress.
stories.
There was a dame in distress. I was writing on a.
Just listen. Listen. Just be you. You're good enough. You're good enough.
So there was a lad in distress. His name was Tyler Smiley. He was a pretty decent wrestler, but he wanted to be better. He thought maybe that his identity would be tied into wrestling. It made him feel like a man. And his father really valued being a man. I was either 14 or 15. His father really valued being a man. I wanted to be a man. I wanted to be a man. Yeah, okay, and so I was wrestling and I was doing pretty good, but I decided, you know, I'm gonna join freestyle. You guys know there's collegiate and there's freestyle, and obviously freestyle is gonna be cooler. Freestyle is gonna be cooler.
I didn't know that it was bifurcated.
It's bifurcated, yeah. And you want to know why?
Why?
Freestyle's way too fucking dangerous. Yeah, they were like, there's a lot of moves we can't have collegiate fucking wrestlers doing. This is not chill. So the freestyle one is like, hey, it's kind of like Mad Max version of wrestling where you can kind of do whatever the fuck you want other than like literally tear people's testicles off or gouge their eyes out. So I go to my first freestyle practice in order to really ramp it up, get my fucking man blood going. I'm a man now. I'm a man now. Yeah. And a guy that was 2 years older than me and 40 pounds than me did like even in freestyle, an illegal throw unless it's under like supervision with two people guiding the fall. Basically, if here's a person comes up from behind them, grabs them around the waist, and then throws them over their shoulders, smashing them head first. He suplexed me.
He flying suplexed.
He fucking suplexed me. Jeez. And this arm, I tried to catch myself because I was like, this seems like bad. So I caught myself on this arm. BAM! Oh, it's dislocated. Dislocated.
What was his reaction once that happened?
Bro, I don't know, man. I literally passed out. I passed out for a second and then, like, woke up, like, fucking, you beat the worker, looking at the fucking ceiling.
Oh, my God.
And then somebody said, oh, my God, your arm's backwards. And I was like, oh! And I fucking lifted up and looked, and my arm, I mean, here's the arm. It was shooting off at an angle like this.
No!
It was like 45 degrees down from, it wasn't like a little past, it was like 45 degrees down from like, it was like this except reversed.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's when I started going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and I tried to get up and everyone was like, no, you're gonna. But the best part is they were like, hey, listen, Tyler, you're kind of being a pussy. You dislocated your arm. It's going to be fine. We're going to just pop it back in. But my dad was like, nah, I think we should call the ambulance. So they called the ambulance. I take an ambulance ride. Go to the hospital. They take a bunch of x-rays and they're like, you fucking pussy. What are you doing? Come on, now put it back in there. And they try for about 15 minutes while I am shrieking like a stuck fucking pig. Turns out they didn't do very good X-rays.
I remember I forgot about this, and now I'm remembering you telling me.
The ball had actually split, and a chunk had come off and was floating around inside of the joint. Both sides of the bones that hold the ball in place, had broken and fractured. Broken in one spot and fractured in another. So there were 3 little chunks of bone floating around in my joint.
Sorry, go ahead, but I have it aside.
And for 15 minutes, they just tried popping it back and were just grinding the shit out of my cartilage with these tiny little bone shards.
The funniest thing, though, is, like, Tyler has a reputation of when he gets hurt, kind of like, I would never say embellishing it.
I'm
but
dramatic.
Leaning into it, allowing himself to become the injury.
I become the injury.
And this is just so funny because at a young age, you really,
everyone is like, Jesus Christ, can't he just pull his shit together?
And you're
He's literally praying
just
to God,
getting yourself fucking like just agonized and re-agonized and re-agonized and re-agonized.
It is quite comical. But and this is, I mean, literally, I was the boy who played Wolf.
Right.
I was the boy who played Wolf.
And you still do. You didn't even
and
run.
I am the man who plays Wolf.
It's when this guy gets hurt, I don't take it seriously.
Nobody should.
Doesn't take it seriously.
Nobody should.
Cause can you give us one? Can you pretend you just stubbed your toe?
Oh God! Oh jeez! What the fuck, man?
That's actually like 90%. I mean, he's acting. He's a very good actor. He's a perfect actor.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna be fine. No,
listen. Very accurate. So you can't trust.
That was a good one.
When he tries to talk about being injured because
you really can't. You can't because
he becomes the injury.
I'm fine.
He's fine.
Oh Jesus!
Acting, folks.
Yeah. Acting, folks. I'm starting a class.
All right. That was a great scar story. I'll tell my scar story in a second.
Okay.
Let's dive in here.
Scar stories with Brotherwife.
A woman behind the wheel of a self-driving Uber that hit and killed a pedestrian has pleaded guilty to endangerment in what is the first fatal collision involving a fully autonomous test vehicle.
Wait, I thought... fully autonomous. Okay.
After years of legal limbo, 49-year-old Rafaela Vasquez was sentenced to 3 years of supervised probation Friday for the 2018 crash that killed a 49-year-old Elaine Herzberg in suburban Phoenix.
You know, that feels pretty damn fair to me.
That's super fucking fair.
That seems very fair.
That is insanely fair.
That they really hit that point out. Salute to the judge.
What do you have to do? Do like a little log every week or something? You're in supervised probation.
Yeah, I like that. I think they did a good job there.
Yeah.
I'm just, and it's nice to occasionally run into that where you're like, judges aren't all fucking monsters and psychopaths.
I don't know what the funnier thing is here. Like, I'm imagining she still gets to work though.
She's doing her thing. She's doing her probation call while she's driving a self-driving vehicle.
Exactly. Let's see here. She was behind the wheel of the car, told the police that Herzog came out of nowhere on a dimly lit Tempe street. Vasquez had originally been charged with negligent homicide, a felony that carries a minimum 1-year prison sentence. Excuse me. However, she entered a plea agreement with prosecutors that would reclassify the charge as a misdemeanor if she completes the probation.
That does feel weird, giving a misdemeanor for killing someone, but I don't know, she didn't really kill...
I want to know what she was doing. Oh, okay. Authorities said Vasquez was streaming a television show on her phone and not watching the road when her SUV struck Herzberg as she was crossing the street with her bicycle. She wasn't even riding the bicycle, she was walking with the bicycle. That's a little heinous. But Vasquez's attorney claims she was looking at an Uber messaging app that's used by employees while they work, and that the corporation should share some of the blame for the collision.
That's
a good lawyer.
That's a good lawyer.
They're like,
I recant it. I think she should have negligent homicide.
Yeah,
she should have negligent homicide. She should have gone to jail for a year.
For watching the show.
Yeah, the thing is, I totally get it. Yeah. I would probably wind up doing the same thing, watching a fucking show, except I don't watch TV because I'm not a fucking piece of shit.
Sure.
Okay,
but you would do something.
But I would do something.
You would be playing League or something.
Yeah, I would be.
You'd be doing something more heinous. You'd be mixing.
I might be jerking off or something. I'd probably be jerking off.
You'd be watching.
They're like, wait, you don't need to put the separator up. I always put the separator up. This is the part of the drive where I put the separator up.
Listen. You want the separator up.
You want the fucking...
I'm telling you right now.
You order me not to, I will keep it down, but you fucking want the separator up. But the thing is, I would probably do the same thing, but I also would think that I was responsible for... significantly more responsible for killing
I want to know what she was watching. I want to know what she was watching. Hertzberg's death was the first involving a fully autonomous test vehicle, but was not the first from a car with some self-driving features. 2 years prior, an Ohio driver was killed after crashing into a semi-truck while his Tesla was operating in autopilot mode.
And I remember that, and that's what confused me, and the difference is fully self-driving versus autopilot.
In 2022, automakers reported nearly 400 crashes over a 10-month period, involving semi-autonomous or fully autonomous vehicles. According to U.S. regulators, a majority of those crashes involve Teslas.
Now, is that because there's more Teslas on the road than there are other things, or is that because Tesla's a piece of shit?
Well, Tesla's kind of like spearheading this whole
thing. They're really going for it. I don't understand. Here's what I want to know. How are they going to handle liability? Because basically, when you release a fully autonomous vehicle, as a company, you're going to have to accept the liability for those incidents, for those crashes. So how are they going to recreate
I think it's going to get
insurance?
I think it's going to get so good that it's going to literally... I mean, there's still going to be incidents, but I think it's going to get so good that it eliminates auto collisions. Because, I mean...
I feel like they're going to need... I feel like you're going to need to pay an additional insurance premium for self-driving that's going to go to a fund for like Tesla or something to help pay for stuff.
For underprivileged kids.
Almost
to get
for
Teslas,
underprivileged to get...
So that they...
To get tested for Teslas.
For Tesla.
Tesla.
Yeah. Anyway.
Fuck. God damn. You know, sometimes it could be there.
What would they be testing?
Testing for Tesla.
Tesla what?
Testing
Tesla's DNA?
Tesla, sure. Elon Musk is spooging the orphanages.
So this is what Elon Musk is like. I want to eradicate everybody that has Tesla genes. I want to be the only one tied to Tesla. Speaking of Elon Musk, did you hear about this new Twitter sign?
Yeah, X. How do you feel about it? How do you guys feel about the Twitter X?
Well, so here's the funny thing. They put up a new light, and I'm kind of learning about these things. Like when you have a new development, light pollution is actually a thing that people get pissed about.
Yeah.
Did not know, but it makes a lot of sense.
It does look extremely bright.
But, well, this is the funniest part because, look, I was like, wow, that is extremely bright. But it also... Watch. So it's bright, right? This is out, like, this is people's... it also fucking flashes. Could you imagine... Could you fucking imagine being right next to you pay $4,000 a month in rent to like live where you do in New York.
Oh my god, that's horrific.
That's $4,000 for
that literally like I feel like they're gonna make him take that down. Well, I feel like they're gonna make him make it like.
I've had a theory for a while, for like 7 years that Elon Musk is gonna be the next supervillain, and this is like. This is the layer of a supervillain right there. The X. I mean, that's great.
When you're Elon Musk today, you can't do shit like this anymore.
No, you can't.
5 years ago, Elon, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You're a superhero, but now the world realizes you're actually just a jumped up fuck.
God damn.
Oh my god, that is awful.
Giant glowing X marks a spot where Elon Musk says he plans to keep his company. The messaging platform formerly known as Twitter, which is crazy. But city officials and some residents are unhappy with the display. On Friday, the company erected an X logo on the roof of its Market Street headquarters to the chagrin of neighbors who complained about intrusive lights. And San Francisco Building Inspection Department, which said it would start an investigation. Yeah, it's insane.
Oh my god. It's just too much. It's just too much. And you gotta love, too, that he named his kid XAX.
Oh, that's right.
I wonder if he's gonna kind of hand it over to his kid, you know?
Maybe so Elon Musk isn't the superhero, but his kid is the first supervillain, rather? Or Elon Musk is the first supervillain,
and his son is the superhero. Yeah!
That we can really get behind.
We really are starting to get to, like, potential Tony Stark moments here, you know?
Musk moved Tesla's company headquarters from California to Texas in 2021. Keeping X in San Francisco would be a good sign for a city that has struggled to bounce back from the pandemic. A city that is recently in a doom spiral with one company after another left or leaving.
I love doom spiral making its way into the news. That's how bad the economic impact of COVID-19 was.
Not all San Franciscans are keen on Musk's friendship. People over the weekend recorded a video of the giant X glowing, pulsing, and strobing. With some criticizing its intrusive lights. Okay.
I mean, that's fucked. He shouldn't have done that. They're gonna make it. They have to make him change it. If they don't make him change it,
the world is not just.
The world is not just.
Yeah.
We can't keep doing this. We can't keep playing this game. We're gonna have to put tape over.
I don't.
You don't.
I
do.
I check to see if there's comments.
Oh.
How have we got? Are comments broken?
I don't. It could literally.
You guys test if our comments are broken, because
pound out some comments for us.
Just
real
say
quick.
test.
And Shane Burleson.
Just say test.
We miss you too.
I already responded. You can respond a second time. I'm sorry. You want to slap me? Slap me.
No, I'm not going to slap you. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I will choose when I slap you. Okay, I won't be bullied into slapping.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
What's up, Dylan SK?
Test, yes, baby. All right, so we're in.
Testasis.
We're in. Testasis.
What is that from? Do you remember? There's a video.
There's not a video.
Testasis.
That's our life.
That's our life. Testasis?
Yeah, Testasis.
Is that just we did that?
We went to San Diego.
That's literally
the two
our
of
life.
us. We were gonna be ferry boys. We were gonna be working in the ferries.
Yeah.
QMEDs, qualified members of the
All
engineering
oiled
department.
up.
We
oiled
were
up.
oilers, fire tenders, water tenders. We went down to San Diego and we took a course.
We took the course.
We took a course.
QMed with our shout out to Caesar Salas.
We've talked about Caesar. He was a good man.
He was a good man. He was a great man. He was shot 5 times with an assault rifle.
He was one of the most charismatic orators.
Yeah.
He really had a way to tell a story.
If I got 4 people on like a team to try and survive like the apocalypse, he would be on the fucking team.
Yeah. No,
the dude literally got like shot. I can't remember exactly, but he got shot diagonally through the chest. It like fucking clipped his spine and shot into like his liver or something. Yeah. And he was like fucking got shot 5 times, a bunch center mass body shots, and like crawled away like in a crazy fucking shootout in Afghanistan, I think. Afghanistan.
I don't remember that he crawled away. Really?
Yeah, he fucking crawled away. Yeah, he crawled away and like a bunch. I mean, it was fucked up. A bunch of his friends died and shit. Like,
wait, really?
Yeah, it was bad.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, they got like it was like a real
TT
bad
was his
one.
favorite student.
I loved Caesar Salas.
Yeah,
if he took me out to dinner, I would have sucked his dick. He could have abused his power with me, and it wouldn't have been abusive power.
Oh my god, he was just this big gruff ape of a man, and he'd be like, "So what you want to do is take that shit to the bank, because when the test comes, you're gonna want to know that Caesar Salas told you that. So take that shit to the bank, write that,
a really good Caesar Salas.
Write that on, on the test, and go fucking take a coffee break, because I'm done talking to you motherfuckers right now."
Yes! Yes! Oh my god, he was... I wish my dad could have met him. I wish my dad could have met him.
This was a funny time for us, though, because we were going down there with 25. We were going to take the test. We ended up staying with family friends of Tyler's family with LDS.
Wait, we were 25? That was only 6 years ago?
Yeah, we were 25.
You know what? That's not so bad. That's not too bad. I'll take 6 years on that one.
Yeah,
I'll take 6 years on that one.
Life goes quick, but it also goes not too quick.
Not too quick sometimes.
Sometimes you got a little bit of time to enjoy it. I mean, where were we? 24.
We were 24.
So that was 7 years ago. 7 years. That feels a lot worse. Why does 7 years?
7 is fine, but it doesn't feel good. 6, I was like, okay, I will take it.
I'm a young boy.
7, I'm like, that actually feels like the right
For
number.
me, it's about to be 8. I'm about to be 30 twice.
He's about to.
I'm fucking not into that, bro.
Yeah.
But it'll be fine. I actually feel great.
Yeah, 32's.
People say
you're popping off right now.
I'm popping off right now. People say that the 30s are actually better than the 20s, and I had wonderful 20s. I had exquisite 20s. Yeah. I'm excited about the 30s.
Yeah, me too.
40s. Depends on how the 30s go.
yeah. That's for me. I'm such a high risk player, like financially. Mm-hmm. Either my 40s are going to be like I'm going to be like a somewhat powerful man, or I'm going to be
going to lose it all.
I'm going to be homeless.
Well,
and
one of the things about Tyler
drugs.
is he has always said he would make a fantastic homeless person,
and I fucking would.
And I have been sad that I have not able to witness his homeless cunnery and MacGyver. You know,
I could have had a crow trained kind that lived with me and spotted for me.
Well, you could have had a series of crows.
I could have had a series. At this point, I could have 2
You
to
would
5
be a
crows.
homeless king. You would literally be a homeless king. It's not too late for you.
So shout out, guys. If things go pretty bad for me and I'm not like on that trajectory to like make it big and like we're gonna change the world. You know, I want to be like the good Elon Musk someday. Not really that big, but you know, somewhere, some level of impact.
I've told you that you could do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've already told you that.
If you guys have the opportunity to ruin my life enough that that I'm kind of forced into homelessness and forced into that lifestyle, go ahead and do it.
Go ahead and do it.
I'm willing to sign up. I'm willing to sign up for an arch nemesis right now.
Extremely
Dylan Anaski, Shane Burleson. If you guys wanna figure out a way to destroy my life, only if I clearly haven't made it. We're talking about age 42 here. We're talking about age 42 here. If I've wallowed and I have not progressed successfully, go ahead and destroy it all. Clean the slate. Don't hurt my wife or child.
Don't hurt him.
Don't hurt my wife or child.
That's my job.
That's Jeff's job. Don't hurt my wife or child, but somehow zero me out so that I have to become homeless, and we'll just see where that leads.
We can just kind of segue into this next
Let's
story.
do it, yeah.
State officials say emergency action taken to shut down Seattle encampment that exploded is extremely rare.
Yeah, we fucking know, Seattle. We know that you don't take any fucking...
Look at this.
Wait, exploded? Wait, literally exploded?
Yeah, crews hauled out tons of debris today. They locked down the site for the last half hour.
Fuck, that was
We
dope.
watched people break back into the encampment. The state called this action extremely rare to shut down this encampment.
Yeah,
so
we know.
quickly due to the safety
Nobody's
reasons.
confused about the fact that that's extremely rare. You don't do
just so
shit.
you know, we don't normally take care of these things.
Normally, we just let this shit...
This chain link fence
run
now
into the
secures an
streets.
area that up
River
until
of
this
needles.
week was a free-for-all. Police reports say the camp along I-5 in downtown Seattle was the site of a drug turf war that ended in an explosion.
Wow.
That's when the state said the threat to public safety was so great.
That's what it takes. That's what it
A
takes
literal explosion.
for them to fucking
A
deal with
literal
this shit.
explosion in the most highly visible place, I-5.
A drug turf war followed by an explosion, and they're like,
God damn. These homeless are living an exciting life.
I guess.
Goodness.
Should we do something now, guys? Oh.
But would you be this guy? Would you be this guy?
Oh shit! It was
a bomb someone set off that wanted his drugs back. There was like $80,000 worth of drugs. What?
So when you
Oh
have
my
$80,000 worth of drugs, but you're homeless, you're either doing something really, really right, or you're doing something. You're drug rich,
Right.
but house poor.
Yeah. Sorry, all my money is tied up in mescaline right now. It's kind of fucked.
And there was one moment where he could have safely said, "All my money is tied up in mescaline and bombs."
Sure.
For about 2 days while he was planning the bomb.
But then he became bomb poor.
I love to see the thing about a homeless encampment is that it literally is like a movie. Like they are living like a dystopian future movie life.
Dude, I remember when I was like 21 working as a valet in Belltown. I worked for a third-party valet company, so we worked in all these different like areas. So I got to see all the like, you know, homeless happenings.
Camps and
dude, and it really is a game, a lifestyle. I don't know, the way that these people out on the streets talk about it, like it is almost like a veteranship. They're like, yeah, I've been out here for 6 years, like basically like, you know, like it's just there's like this weird like, I don't know. There's this weird honor. There's
it's okay to have like some kind of pride. Like, I mean, they're living some of the harder lives that you can live.
At a certain point, your life converts to a certain paradigm. Like you're like you become a different like society a little bit because it's like a real recognized real. Like we're both honestly like because like some of you folks know I have a partial denture.
He has a partial denture.
I have a partial denture, and I've always wanted to take my partial denture out, missing tooth. You know, get my face all, get my clothes all. I want to go undercover homeless.
Yeah.
I would love to go undercover homeless.
I desperately want to go undercover.
Should we go undercover homeless? Let's go undercover homeless as a Brotherwife expose.
Okay, we're doing a Brotherwife expose.
We're doing a Brotherwife expose. Undercover. The only reason I haven't is this is gonna make me sound weird, but the only reason I haven't is because I've been too scared. But I would feel safe with you. I'm not even joking.
I love that. Hey, you know what? I would feel scared too, but I'll feel safe with you.
Okay, hell yeah. That's funny.
We'll either ride hard or die together. And you know what? That's an acceptable outcome.
I could see it going like a really fun way where you pop the tooth out, you're like, hey guys, what's up? And you have a fun time. Or I can see like within
hey
30...
guys, what's up? Shoot. Yeah. There are two paths.
There's literally
two paths and you don't get to pick them.
You could have a really fun time with the homeless folks.
I think we're gonna have a fun time.
Well, and here's the thing. We have to have a homeless backpack with like some goodies. Like, stolen wine, tinfoil we can smoke pills off of.
Okay.
Like we come providing
So maybe we
gifts.
can start planning. Maybe we could have 5 minutes a brew where we're kind of planning
how we're gonna do our homeless bit.
Yeah. Well, and I think the fun thing is we should get the trust, and then we should do like interviews and stuff.
We could still become homeless kings. We could. That could be
okay. So
you're the homeless king. I'm your homeless queen.
So Brotherwife, what's the different? Homeless wife,
homeless knife, brother knife.
We'll figure it out. Let's see what we got here,
folks.
If you need a veteran homeless advisor, hit me up.
Yo,
Zachariah, Obadiah, Olsen.
Like, let's do a homeless crew.
Let's do a homeless
crew.
The more the merrier.
Oh my god. Well, also, if you're rolling deep with the homeless, they're like, okay, cool, we can't fuck with you.
Shane, I got you on the sleeping bag. I got a Marlboro sleeping bag that I fucking
really?
love. Yeah, like
is that one 80s... of the ones that like people like smoked fucking 17 packs and like sent all the shit in?
I think so, yeah. I think so. And it is like, it's either like 80s or 90s. Like it's an old one. So I think it may have been
Isn't that funny how cigarettes used to be so like commonplace, so innocent?
Well, and gamed up. Like they're literally like, hey, if you smoke 40 cartons, we'll send you a sleeping bag. How much does that cost? It costs about
3 years from your life.
It costs 3 years of your life and 400 400 bags. But you like cigarettes, so
they're basically doing the Chuck E. Cheese model
100%.
with adults.
Yeah. And it worked. I mean, that doesn't really. They're not doing that anymore. What happened? Like, did human psychology evolve?
I think people wised up.
Yeah.
I think people were like, I could literally go to the store.
Yeah.
I could literally order this on Amazon.
Yeah.
And things just change.
Oh, and then and purchasing. Man, think about like the impact that like catalogs had on it. Like there was a period of time where there was no like catalog, like because think about what Amazon is like. Like the catalog is the first version of that. So like there were like like Wild West shit like there was a point in time where it was like we're gonna go talk to Tim and hope that he has a fucking rake, and if he doesn't have a rake, we're not getting a fucking rake.
Yeah.
And then there was a time where they were like, hey, here's a bundle of papers and numbers underneath objects, and if you hand it to the horseman, 14 days later you'll get your fancy rake, or your poor man's rake, or your baby doll, or your cornhusk doll, or poison, or guns.
I think that's exactly what it was like.
That was exactly what it was like. Do you want poison? That? Do you want guns? It's always there. It's just bottled up. And sometimes I just pull the cork for a
even
second.
just the copywriting, even being like luxurious oak cabinet, splendid top-notch finishes with corner rowing. I don't know. What's corner rowing? That's not.
I have no idea. No, it sounded
real, right?
I believed you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You shouldn't have outed yourself there.
The catalogs though, dude. I mean, everything like encyclopedias, everything going to the digital realm. Like everything used to be just
a
physical.
whole last thing.
Encyclopedia salesman.
Yeah.
Encyclopedia salesman.
That was like one of the number one like.
Could you imagine lugging all those? Maybe they shipped the encyclopedias.
Well, and the thing is, it all comes down to like the decentralization of data. Like you used to need an encyclopedia because who the fuck doesn't want to know everything in the world?
Right. And then
you can Google it. Or you can
look it up. Look it up in the dictionary. I'm so happy that we got to we really were born in a very special time where we got to like understand what was happening for the first 10 years, and then we got to see where it went.
Yeah.
But like phones, I'm gonna meet you at 3. There's pay phones. 1-800-CALL-COLLECT.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just two 30-year-old men reliving the glory days.
I am glad I got to live a little while without the phone in my pocket. Though.
Dude, it's
because we know we actually know how fucked it is.
Yes.
Like this generation has no idea. They don't know.
So is ignorance bliss?
I think in some regards.
Because think about this. Like we were born into a working interstate system. I think about that all the time.
Jesus, yeah.
We just hop on I-5. Oh, we're gonna go on a road trip.
Yeah.
Road trip. And that's like
such
50
a years, 70
years,
thing. 70 years of that.
Of road trip.
I'm gonna go to California. Be there in 24
So,
hours.
For my senior trip, it's kind of a big deal, but I'm going to San Diego. I'm going to go see Taylor Swift. It's just, it's
Planes?
a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Planes?
Yeah. It used to be like, I'm gonna intercontinental travel.
Microwaved popcorn?
I'm gonna bring 5 children and 2 of them will survive. I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna die, but at least one of them will get used as an orphan sex slave for 10 years and then
Right.
become like a weird cowboy.
It's interesting, though, because...
Bring
like,
5 kids, 1 survives.
I think I saw something about like how this generation is like the first generation that's poorer than its predecessors, like millennials and Gen Z.
Definitely seems like it.
And it's kind of crazy how we were like things like the interstate is. I mean, I don't know. All these things provide convenience, but at a certain point, it feels like we have reached a point of diminishing returns.
Well, we're witnessing the in my opinion, what we're witnessing in Zachariah Obadiah. You're gonna really appreciate this. We're witnessing the risks being exposed for capitalism. I think we're witnessing capitalism failing right now because of the fact that material value for almost all of human history was tied directly to labor. And Karl Marx talks about this a lot, like when you detach value, product value, and you can use money as kind of this measurement, but it's not really. He had a couple different strategies for determining what value was. Money isn't really value. Time used to really be what value was because it takes time to do things, and so we measure value based on the time and then the skill, right? But money's not really it. As that detaches from human labor, humans will become poorer. And the individuals that own the means to produce, that own the machinery, will become extravagantly wealthy. And there will be this enormous disparity. I'm horrified and really concerned about it, but mostly just for like the next 10 to 20 years. Because the thing is, we're fucking humans. We don't sit on fucking thumbtacks. Like, if they push it far enough, we will fuck them up. We will fuck them up. And I know that we will.
Kind of.
No, I know that we will. I know that we'll fuck them up.
When you say that, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about when we start entering like third world levels of poverty inside of the United States. Like, we'll just start killing wealthy people. I really think we will. I really think we will. Go look at Chile and what's going on down there. Go look at a lot of these countries.
I think we'll start killing each other before we start killing wealthy people. Honestly, I think we'll get into like a weird civil war that's still controlled by wealthy people. And I think
as long as it happens early enough that they haven't detached entirely from like human labor value, it's gonna be fine. If it happens late enough that we're basically no longer necessary, they can literally just be like, I'm going in my spaceship to a really nice little ring city in the stars.
Yeah.
And then they can literally just like, it's like they'll leave us on the dirt.
Sure.
They'll leave us on the dirt. But that's a ways off. We've got a lot of time and things are spiraling pretty fucking quickly. Like, yeah. I think if you don't get wealth for your children, like either we need massive fucking reforms. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the concept of UBI from like a personal growth standpoint. I think it's pretty unhealthy for individuals, but I think there's no other way to create a sustainable economy in the next 40 years than that. And so like, I'm ethically a little against it. I'm like, I don't think that's the healthiest way to like get people to be people, but it's the only way to let people survive, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends on what the context is. Like, if it is a necessity for survival, then yes, but I don't know, it just UBI almost just changes where zero is to me. Like, that's like, it's like, sure. Okay, now zero is $1,000.
Sure.
So that's what I don't necessarily understand. And like all of these like things that extract the wealth that the like bottom tier has, it's just the machines are going to keep going. That's my problem. Is like,
it's all about percentages, though. Just really quick point. It's all about percentages. So like, yes, the 1,000 becomes so that one, as long as the wealth is coming out of the right place. I mean,
that's a neutralizing. That's the biggest problem right now. Like, is the fact that like there literally is all these insane tax loopholes. Like, the people that get fucked the most on taxes are like people like you, or like people that like are between you and like the tier of like, you know, $300,000 or something like that, or like $500,000. Like, those are the people that really get fucked. I think my heart goes out to them.
It's above. I think it's above 60,000. I think it's above. No, 60, I mean,
like when you see these things where like, oh yeah, Apple paid zero taxes in Ireland, or like you know, just like these like the Panama Papers, or just it is very Amazon paying zero tax in like 2018 or whatever. Like, and a lot of these things are sensationalized just to get people upset, but it also is a situation where oh no, if you are like, it's just there's it's corporatism, you know. It's corporatism. It's embedded with the government, and they are allowed to basically skirt their tax liability and do whatever the fuck they want because it is all one big amalgamation of power. It's not like corporations and the government, and it's everything is like fused together, and then we are below it. Basically.
Corporations have completely infected our government.
Absolutely, but I don't think like I think that like with human nature and sophistication like building upon itself, it's like.
What do you expect?
What do you expect?
What do you fucking expect?
With any paradigm that you're gonna have at all, like capitalism, communism,
power reinforces
like,
power reinforces power reinforces power.
You
don't give somebody a knife and then have them be like, you know what? I'm actually gonna hand you this knife back.
Right.
Like if you get the knife, you stab the guy with another knife and you take that.
The
knife,
craziest
right?
thing
like
also about it is like, you know, all these virtuous people. I mean, some people are truly virtuous, but like, I feel. Your brain is not static, right? Neuroplasticity is a thing. You are constantly changing as like hormones like rise and fall and situate. Like, I don't know. People change. Like we've all had that trope where like a friend is a manager, he gets promoted to manager. They change. Like that's such a small, minuscule example of like, oh, imagine having the power to like dictate like what actually controls people's livelihood and the flow of commerce.
This guy's managing 12 people.
Yeah. This guy's managing 12 counties. Oh, this guy's managing 12 fucking, you know.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's managing 280 million people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you do become removed from the humanity when things like
You have no choice. You have no fucking choice.
So
you can't give a fuck
there
about
are people at the top making decisions for us based on our best interest, based on
statistics.
Based on
statistics.
Based on steering, based on feeling. It's fucking crazy, man. And it's I don't know. Exploratory statement.
You just have flaws appear in systems that are this large. You have flaws appear in any
human
system.
nature.
You have flaws appear in human nature, and it scales up. And what I wanted to say earlier is there's no the big problem is we've put no cap on capitalism, right? Like it literally is no cap. Like these companies, if we said, you know what, we're fine with you running with a capitalist agenda, and we want you to expand rapidly, but we're gonna cap your possible deductions at 1.5 billion spent. All of a sudden, they're producing taxable income.
It's hard though when you talk about capping. I mean, I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you, but it's hard when you talk about capping. Like, where's the incentive then?
Sure.
Where's the incentive? Oh, you're going to work just as hard. You're going to work harder. I mean,
and this is where we reach the fucked up point where the answer is a global government. Because you have...
But there's no fucking way, because then that just corrupts everything. I mean, but it's just weird, because I think about things like Loftium. Like, I lived in this, like, Airbnb, basically, Airbnb below, you rent the top portion, you manage the Airbnb, you get, like, 50% off rent plus money. It's a thing for people that cannot afford a house to afford a house by exchanging their time and labor for a nice house. But
like cookies in a bank, you know, it's like they're like, ooh, cookies. You want to come into our bank and do banking with us? Ooh, some cookies.
Cookies, huh?
Here's a nice house.
But Amazon, when we moved into this Loftium house and we had to, you know, set up all the furniture, I'll never forget, it arrived in like 100 Amazon boxes. And I just was, that was a moment to me where I was like, okay, Amazon has allowed Loftium to allow me to live in this house, and these people come into vacation, and it just such this trickle down, and it trickles down in ability, but it also trickles down in oppression. It all trickles down, and it's all, some is good, some is bad, but I don't know. Putting a cap on it is hard, because where's the incentive to create so that it can trickle down still?
And the root of the issue lies, I think, in human psychology.
Yes.
And the root of the issue lies in human psychology.
Literally
and so
policy. It's literally
policy is like good fucking luck, except that I'm a greedy monkey.
We literally need to be like religious.
We need to be religious, or enlightened, or extremely philosophical.
We need to be like afraid to be bad.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need to have shame, and we need to have like accountability.
Well, we can evolve. I think we can evolve past that, though, and that was the method that we used for so long, and it worked.
It kind of worked.
But then, I mean, you look at the extreme abuses of power. The Catholic Church,
it
worked,
but
it didn't really work. Yeah. And then you look at the power systems that we used to have, like literally kings. Like you hear king now. I mean, there's a Queen of England. There's all this shit, but it used to be kings, and it just was like, hey, if you don't listen to the king, like he will fucking kill you in front of your family.
Yeah.
Like he will send 10 guys. They will kill you in front of your fucking family. They'll do whatever they want with your family. Like, you know, it's
family's fair game.
Family's fair game. 500 years ago, very fair game.
Sorry about that.
You know.
All right. Well,
That was our rant for the day. That was our rant.
Georgia resident dies from rare brain-eating amoeba.
Oh, I love these ones. I love these ones.
Wouldn't that be nice?
We should
resident died after being exposed to Naegleria fowleri. Naegleria fowleri while swimming in a freshwater lake or pond.
Naegleria
the Georgia Department of Public Health said.
Okay, so how did he die? What does it look like? Rare brain-eating amoeba.
This is a photo micrograph depicts a case
that can't feel good. It can't feel good to get your brain eaten.
Meningoencephalitis due to Naegleria fowleri.
Depicts a case of amoebic meningoencephalitis due to Naegleria fowleri. Amoeba.
This is
Jesus
bad,
Christ. Try and say that.
So don't get this in your blood. Ideally, do
brain.
not get this in your brain, blood, brain barrier, none of that shit.
Anywhere in your body. So the thing about that is that the brain. I think you can survive with a big chunks of your brain missing, right?
Is that right?
Yeah, you can.
Is that right?
There's a lot of cool instances where one guy had a railroad spike explode blasted out of a railroad and just went through his fucking chin and out his fucking head and just separated his brain stem.
Yes, I remember this. Yeah,
he was and scientists were like, "Oh my fucking god, it finally happened! It finally happened! It separated his brain stem. He's still alive!"
Yeah.
It was like Christmas come early.
Callosum.
Yeah, something like that.
That's your two brains.
But so yeah, I mean, you can take a lot of fucking damage. I knew a guy who got shot in the back of the head with a shotgun and had this much fucking 2 inches out from
I'm
from
imagining
a chunk of his
you're
skull.
just lying.
No, when I say new, I didn't really know the guy very well, but I went to college with him.
Sure, I knew that there was something, but I was just...
It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But so, I mean, I couldn't tell he was,
fucking
dope.
You look
dope, dude. Dope.
I wanted one.
And so I'm just thinking, with this rare brain-eating amoeba, it's was it a 4-week dying process? Because he was I can't smell no more.
Right.
Oh, and today I can't feel my hands or knees. It's holy shit.
A Georgia resident has died from a rare brain-eating amoeba after they were likely infected while swimming in a freshwater lake or pond, officials said. The resident, who has not been identified, died after being exposed, which can cause a rare infection that destroys brain tissue, causing brain swelling and usually death. The Georgia Department of Public Health said.
You guys want to plan a lake swim sometime?
It was not clear exactly when the resident died or where they were swimming when they there's nothing happened.
Yeah.
We don't know where they died, where they were swimming,
This is actually the lady that got hit by the self-driving Uber.
I'm imagining this is the amoeba. The amoeba somehow got on fucking ChatGPT. The amoeba that lives in soil and warm freshwater lakes, rivers, ponds, and hot springs is not found in salt water and is not found in properly treated drinking water or swimming pools. It is a brain-eating amoeba because it can cause a brain infection when water containing the amoeba goes up the nose, the health department says. It cannot infect people if swallowed and is not spread from person to person.
Okay, so wear nose plugs when you're swimming in lakes, is that what I'm hearing?
I guess so. The deadly infection is extremely rare, but with only about 3 people in the United States contracting it each year, but these infections are usually fatal. Prior to this latest case, there have been 5 other cases reported in Georgia since 1962. Do not do freshwater swimming in Georgia.
You gotta figure out what lake that is. I feel like you gotta figure out what lake that is. You gotta spend $150 million doing it to save 1 person a year.
In July, a 2-year-old boy from Nevada was confirmed to have died from the infection. The boy from Lincoln County, just north of Las Vegas area, may have been exposed to Ash Springs.
Naegleria fowleri.
I know. I just keep skipping it. I'm just like. In February, a man also died from the amoeba, which he may have contracted after he rinsed his sinuses with tap water. That's right, folks. If you use a neti pot, use bottled water. It's kind of fucking crazy.
Yeah, and then also actually rinse. It's weird when you read up on because the neti pot, they put a bunch of warnings and they're like, hey, guys, actually be careful. It isn't one of those bullshit warnings. It's actually, please be careful.
Please use bottled water.
Because your brain is right here and your nose is right here and it goes like this, okay? Yeah. So please
imagine when you're snorting a drug. Your brain is right here, your nose is right here. I've always been I don't like how close that is to my brain.
Yeah, well, and I'm just thinking about times where I've been cleaning up the mirror, there's hairs, chunks of random shit, and I'm you know what? Smorgasbord!
Yeah. That's what's on. You die immediately after, and that's what's on your tombstone.
Smorgasbord!
All caps.
All caps.
Smorgasbord! A bunch of fucking exclamation points.
If I die from drugs, please actually put that on my tombstone.
Smorgasbord, yeah, well, there's like a 60% chance you will. So that's my biggest fear, by the way. It's like that and striking somebody with a vehicle. Yeah.
So I for me, it's not actually dying from the drugs; it's going completely bonkers. That's what
that would be even worse.
Yeah, that's
because if you died, at least there'd be like a legacy. Mm-hmm. But if you went bonkers,
you would destroy your own legacy over like a decade.
And then you would alienate everybody around you shortly. I'd be the last, but I would leave you eventually.
Yeah, and I would be justified. But you would be justified.
Yeah. But I would like I would like wake up and you would like have my kidney gone or some shit. You know what I mean?
Tyler, this is the one.
Can't.
This is the
I
one.
really,
I
mustn't.
anymore. I literally only have one more kidney left.
I literally.
Dude, what do you want?
There's some chick that came up on my Facebook, just some random like 24-year-old med student, and she is donating her kidney. Some people are really amazing, and it's cool. I don't know. She's donating her kidney. She's like this beautiful, like young doctor. He was like getting into like doctor practice for the very first time in her life, right?
Okay.
And she is donating her kidney to the person highest on the registry, like not even like a person that she knows. And she's like talking about like her big thing is like, I'm donating my kidney. If you would please donate to the National Kidney Society or I think it's even like the Northwest Kidney Clinics. I think it's actually like very close to home.
She's local.
She's local, and somebody on Facebook was like, "Oh, like this is my friend. Please support them." And I knew somebody that was giving a kidney to somebody that they used to work with. I thought that was very, very kind. Very. Oh,
yeah,
amazing.
I remember that. That was
shout out Trish. What up? And then this person is just giving it to a random person on the registry, and then she was saying that like 9 people like die every like day because they don't have like a kidney or something like that, like that are like on the registry. There's some like shocking amount.
We should all be organ donors for sure.
Should we?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Why not?
I do not think so.
Why not?
Because
you don't want people stealing your organs after you're dead?
I don't know. It depends on how viable it is to like truly, because you have to go through a lot of tests. Mm-hmm. You have to go through a lot of like viability markers and making sure that you're totally good to go.
I'm just imagining like the Pike Place Fish Market. They're like, got a dead one. Shoot! Toss it in, boys!
Take a picture. Put that on the gram. I just feel like, I don't know. I think it's the problem with that shit. I mean, how many people are still smoking but need like liver transplants or whatever? Like, I think it's like a lot of these people, when they have such egregious health issues, they start to become despondent and they start to be like, who gives a fuck? I'm not going to get a kidney. I'm so far down the list, it's not impossible.
Well, yeah, but there's no downside to just giving him you get blasted. There's no downside to just giving him your kidney. Like,
boy, I think there probably is. I think I think you can survive with one kidney, but I don't think it's like amazing.
Oh, no. I mean, organ donor if you're dead. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Take my stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I was like, what the fuck? He's on like some weird ethical, like, I will not donate my kidneys. These people do not deserve. I was gonna.
For some reason, I thought you were talking about
just everyone donate one kidney.
Yeah, I don't know how I got there.
Okay. No, I mean, organ donor. I mean, I didn't clarify, but when I say organ donor, I think of like organ donor on the...
When you die, I think that's okay. I mean, if for like religious reasons, if you want your body preserved, or like, if you don't want it to go to like a race you don't like, I think that's okay.
He fucking toenailed that one in there really nice.
No, I think you should be able to reserve the right. But you should you should default to being organ donor, probably.
I think so.
But you should be able to reserve the right to not be organ
donor. Yeah, I would be so down for that. Like, the default is that you're an organ donor.
I think that would be okay.
And then maybe your family can be like, no, he didn't, we're not dead.
Yeah. And then you're like, your family can be like, we want to keep the kidneys. We want to keep the kidneys like this.
I would love to have some of my organs. You know what? I'd love all the skin off of my face wrapped around like maybe like a dog face or something.
Oh, I like
the skin,
that.
You know what I'm saying?
What is this again?
That's a baby shark. Baby shark, do. And I got that before the song. Folks. I did. I got that.
That's
before the
a good
song.
one. That's how you can really see it's a baby shark.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's a baby shark. I mean, really, my pride. This is a. Yeah. Oh! This is a baby fucking armadillo, guys. I want to say no baby armadillos were harmed in the making of this film, but
I feel like there may have
like
been
maybe one baby armadillo was
at least one baby armadillo.
No, it was a stillbirth. I asked him.
Oh my!
I didn't ask him. I don't know.
Oh my goodness!
It's in the jar, you know.
Folks,
it's already in the
no
jar.
cashiers. Kroger location converts to entirely self-checkout.
I'm just wondering, why did it take so long?
A Kroger store in Tennessee is converting to an entirely self-checkout experience.
Is that the first time that's happened? I feel like doesn't Amazon have that already?
The self-checkout lanes will also have new wider belts that accommodate larger volume purchases.
Oh.
They do. Amazon does.
So
but I think they literally had to close it because there was an insane amount of thefts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's in downtown Seattle where they have like these pilot stores.
It was literally just free food for everyone.
I know for sure the one on 4th and Pike fucking closed like 6 weeks after it opened.
They were like, we're losing money.
We're
losing money.
Yeah.
So there's no self-checkout, guys. There's just one guy with an assault rifle and a license to kill.
Right. Exactly. He's the judge,
My name
jury,
is
and
Timothy
executioner.
Gerard, and I'm a loss prevention specialist.
So here's, the one thing I don't care about getting lost. Innocent lives. Here's my big thing, and this is, I'll die on this hill.
Okay.
Motherfuck a self-checkout. Fuck you. Get more employees in this goddamn store that can work a cash register. Do not make me reduce your labor costs for you. And have to fucking wait for some motherfucker that's overworked to come over and verify that I'm 21 or fucking try to scan the 50% off any better than I can. And they can only do it a modicum better. Folks, I don't like a self-checkout.
So he hates self-checkouts, he hates self-checkout people, he hates the establishment.
I hate the establishment. That's what one of these things
I like self-checkout.
I said this last week, Trader Joe's. Thank you for never self-checking out. I respect that. You can have rocks in your falafel. I don't give a fuck. Just as long as I don't have to ring those falafels up myself.
I'm imagining you ate the falafel and broke your tooth, but it was your fake tooth. You're like literally, no, this is my sacrificial tooth. It's totally kosher.
It's literally good.
Yeah, I don't know. Self-checkout. I totally hear you. I totally hear you on like kind of like, I'm not gonna say
it's
predatory business practices, but exploitory business practices.
It is exploit because it's like we are going to force you to reduce our labor costs.
See,
we're going to reforce you because we're not even going to give you the option.
Yeah.
It's going to be 1, maybe 2 cashiers, and then a free fucking carousel of 9 fucking self-checkouts.
And one person.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
I will say, I have a good time with the self-checkout clerk people.
Do
I
you?
have a good time with them, yeah.
Well, you're doing God's work then, because they are the equivalent of bus drivers with the amount of bullshit they have to deal with.
Yeah.
I tip my hat to those folks. It is not easy.
I have a good time with
Kroger.
them. I have a good time with them normally. Fuck Kroger, sure. Fuck Kroger. I kind of like the option to not have to do a whole thing. Sometimes I'm deeply sad and I just need my beer. And I don't want to...
That's... Okay, listen. That's fine. But provide like 6 cashiers. Give me a true option.
Yeah.
Don't fucking corral me to where I need to go.
Yeah, you're literally like, I could stand behind 4 other people to go through this line or go to the self-checkout. I'm going to go. And it literally is them training you. Like, they're going to remove the cashiers.
Yes.
You are being trained right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They're slowly expanding until this. It's the only
like, and
option.
that's like I mean, I love it when the government does that too. They're like, hey, so listen, we're not going to take all your assault rifles, but your kids can't get any assault rifles. So it's fine, right? And it's like, you know, like, and I'm not weighing in either for or against assault rifles. I'm just saying the government kind of has the long view and they're like, listen, just ban it in 20 years. Don't let anyone buy it right now. They're all going to be dead. It's fine. Like, you know, there's almost like this ever-living entity above like individual humans that is more cognizant of like the long term. And it's like, listen, We don't want to start a civil war inside of the United States. We're not going to start a civil war inside of the United States, you know?
Sorry, I was just reading the comments. We've got some claps. We've got some still have them open, especially in North Seattle. They just have more people working at them too. LOL. Sorry, Dylan, we missed that. But yeah, don't tread on me.
Don't tread on me. Don't tread on me. And also, yeah, the Oregon Trail.
The Oregon Trail, that would have fucking sucked.
That would have sucked.
The thing is, I already had dysentery.
And
that's just from Popeyes.
I mean, it was still kind of the same thing. It was like, bring 5 kids, you get one at the end.
Yes.
Bring 5 kids. You really gotta go in with a you gotta go in with a bundle of kids.
That was actually the Epstein party invite. That's what it said. Bring 5 kids, you get one at the end. We love you guys. We are a band that's also a game show. We are also not only a podcast, but we're recording live music.
Wow.
We have got 2 songs coming out September 8th.
How do they have the time?
And if they don't come out September 8th, then TT is going to eat his own toenails for you.
Eat my own toenail.
If it doesn't come out by September 8th, Taking Time and Embers, 2 beautiful songs that we've painstakingly crafted for your ears. Folks, we actually are musicians too, so we will be bringing you that sweet music nectar if you would like to receive.
Then we've got another double release and another double release after that. Those are going to be happening 1 month apart.
And we're playing a show with Steel Beans.
We are playing a show with Steel Beans. It's confirmed.
It's confirmed.
He's opening for us.
He's opening for us.
Let's
just speak this into existence. Before 1 year's time, we're going to be playing a show with Steel Beans. It's going to be very exciting.
It'll be at the Tracyton Movie House.
They do either the Tracyton Movie House or the Roxy Theater. In downtown Bremerton.
Yeah.
So we're going to Brotherwife, Steel Beans, Crying Baby.
Crying Baby. That really throws him off his game. He doesn't deal with crying babies as much as I do.
I don't.
I hear a crying baby and
you're
it
like,
just,
whatever.
Not the
whatever.
other ear. Yeah, it's like Max crying too.
Sure. Oh my God.
This is what an abusive father looks like.
Yeah, this motherfucker will let his dog, and his dog has like very peculiar cries.
Yeah, he does not sound like a dog.
It
sounds like if you made it a warthog, a dog, and like a Mongolian. So warthog, dog, Mongolian, and you mated those 3 things together. And took the human language centers away. That's the noises that it would make.
And then he'll just have a stick, and then you'll try and grab the stick, and he'll take the stick away from you. And then you're like, bitch, I didn't even want to fucking touch this stick.
I did this for you.
I did this for you, and now you're playing games?
You're playing fucking games with me? He's like, literally, all I want to do is play games with you.
Can you give us a childhood trauma on the way out?
Oh, childhood trauma on the way out. 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 I got you. So, you know when you're a kid and you find like a basement area or like kind of like ooh, this is a little off limits. You know. Mm-hmm. There are these places you find when you're a kid and you're like, I'm fucking going in there. I know I'm not allowed to go in there, but I'm going in there.
It was in a house?
It was underneath the house.
Okay.
So I was living in a hotel. My parents were like, operate a hotel.
Nice.
There were so many bad places to go in the hotel.
Oh, I'm sure.
There were all these little storage units.
I haven't heard many hotel stories.
Oh
so
my
I'm
God.
excited about this.
Oh my God. My mom. We're gonna have to get some from my mom. So I'm down like below. We've got this like fenced in yard. It's like this weird like 20 foot by 20 foot thing. There's grass. There's a little a sandbox, and then there's this area that's like blocked off underneath like the deck, but you can't get in. But I figured out a way to get in. I get in there, and it's like, whoa, this is weird. There's like fucking rocks. There was like rocks on the floor, and there was like tons of storage stuff, like big tools, shit like that. But I found the ceiling. The ceiling had like this opening in it. It was probably like 3 feet by 4 feet, something like that.
Okay. And
it opened into like fluffy pillows. It opened into all these fluffy pillows. All this fluffy, cool shit. And I was like, whoa, this is like a dope-ass fort in here. So... Of course, I fucking crawled inside of it, and I started kind of tunneling out my space, and it was like I made this like cool little rabbit hutch thing for me to be in, and I was hanging out in there, and then all of a sudden, it started to itch a little bit. And I was like, this is kind of weird. Seems like a little too itchy. Seems a little too itchy for a fun little rabbit hutch. And about a minute or two after that, it started to burn.
Oh my God.
So my parents just hear me shrieking, fall out of this weird roof thing, and I'm fucking like barreling up the stairs screaming. I had gone into some old school insulation.
Oh yeah.
And burrowed out a fucking rabbit hutch with no eye protection, no breathing protection. I literally was just head to foot, all my skin fucking fiberglass. I don't know how long it took me to recover, but it was a fucking nightmare. God, and ever since then, I don't like insulation.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking horrific. Building a tomb of fiberglass insulation.
Building a tomb of fiber. And here's the thing. It's the expectation that really fucked me up.
Because you're like, oh my god!
This is the coolest, fun little cozy safe fort ever. No, this is a hellscape of torment. This is your own personal fucking hell, Tyler.
Oh my god.
Oh!
This was on the front porch, a present from the cat.
And on the way out, guys, we got a squirrel tail.
What?
Yeah.
That's a squirrel.
That's Tyler's lucky squirrel tail now.
Wait, really? Let the folks see it though.
I'm gonna try and let him see it. Yeah, we got a squirrel tail for you.
That's a squirrel tail. Thank you, Al.
Yeah, that's
Thank
pretty
you.
good. We're
Oh
gonna
my
set this
God.
up on the shelf, and you guys will see how well it's dried out next.
That's beautiful.
On Friday.
Wow, what a great note to leave you guys on. We love you so much. Check us out on Spotify,
Like, share, follow, subscribe,
YouTube,
do all that
do all the
stupid
stuff.
bullshit.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
If you tell a friend and garner proof,
We'll do something cool for you.
We'll give you something.
Yeah.
We'll do something. We'll do the thing where we'll do that. We'll do the thing where we touch your penis, and then we'll also do the thing where we
We'll give you shout outs.
No, we'll do the what is it where
NPC girl thing.
we'll-
They could give a. They could.
yum
Yum.
spicy.
Ooh,
No.
big suck.
big sucker.
Me love you long time.
We'll do a voicemail for you.
Oh.
We'll do a voicemail greeting for you.
Yeah, that
we'll
would
do a
be great.
voicemail.
I like that.
Brotherwife
I like
is a
that.
voicemail. Is your personal
Brotherwife
receptionist.
DMs.
Yeah,
Brotherwife
Brotherwife
DMs.
DMs. Oh wait, okay. So a new thing we're gonna do. Should we try and do it really quick? We're trying to call people to partner with us on Monday morning.
No, we shouldn't do it. It's too late this time.
We've never gone over
We're
a
gonna
minute
do it
10.
next Monday morning. We're gonna do that. We're
So,
gonna call and get somebody to partner with us.
Think of some businesses that should partner with Brotherwife. I mean, obviously, like CB's Nuts in Kingston.
CB's Nuts.
We're gonna be targeting CB's
Can
Nuts.
you
in
believe
Kingston.
that they survived the CB's Nuts, CD's Nuts
Right
moment in time?
God, wow.
I mean, I guess maybe that worked for them.
Yeah. Shout out to CB's Nuts because
Shout out
I
to
saw
CB's
them
Nuts.
in Whole Foods,
They're
KFC,
popping
all over
off.
Seattle.
They're popping
They've
off.
been popping off for years.
Yeah, CB's Nuts. CB's Nuts is the one right in Kingston, right?
Yes.
God damn. Go small business. I love
love
those
ya.
guys.
All right, folks. Well, we will see you Friday for the evening brew.